name is Musaddiq. The introductions will be done, but I wanted to spend a little bit of time with you guys and talk about PureHealth, which is the region's largest healthcare platform, and a very interesting one as well. At the outset, I just should highlight it is the largest healthcare platform in the UAE, which has sizable investments both in the UAE as well as outside the UAE. It's curated in the sense that every single one of those assets on that slide that you see was chosen for a purpose to broaden the vision of our leadership, both from the UAE government perspective as well as for our shareholders, with every single one of those assets creating value across the value chain that we've set out. We are a growing platform with a focus on healthcare, diagnostics, insurance, and most importantly, we tie it up with technology, which makes it a bit unique. As an Abu Dhabi-based entity, we have presence in the UK and the US, with Ardent Health, which is the fourth largest healthcare player in the US, getting listed on the New York Stock Exchange earlier this year, in which we own 26%, along with Circle Healthcare, which is the 100% owned asset of PureHealth and a private company in the UK. As an overall group, we comprise of 105 hospitals, 300 clinics, and more than 61,000 employees. So this is our group at a snapshot level. We look at ourselves on an 8-segment level basis, in which you can see that the healthcare services segment takes the lion's share. Along with that, what truly sets us apart is the provision of insurance services, which you don't have across any other healthcare player. And this is what results in us creating a unique payer-provider platform. I'll touch upon this a little later. I've got a slide on that. So as I was just telling you guys, along with the fact that we are very curated with diagnostics and insurance, we've also got good procurement, mental health, and pharmacy, et cetera, which makes this a very unique platform. Set out here is a slide which I'm personally incredibly proud of. From very humble beginnings back in 2006 to having achieved the status of a national champion is truly a testament to the vision of our leadership. As you would have seen, almost in the last couple of years, there's been an acquisition on a yearly basis, with the most recent ones being Circle Health and Sheikh Shahbood being acquired earlier this year. SSMC in itself was a $600 million transaction, whereas Circle Health was a $1.2 billion transaction, and the group was IPO'd on the 19th of December last year. So it's almost a year anniversary to where we are today. Some numbers in terms of how do we really stack up from an operational perspective. And this is quite interesting because as a group, we offer over 200 specialties. We employ over 3,200 doctors, 8,200 nurses, and have more than 3,000 inpatient beds, the largest that you would see from a group of this size in the MENA region. Our operations in the UAE represent 45% of the market share. And I must say this again, our key strength really lies in the creation of this integrated ecosystem that we have, which comprises of hospitals, diagnostics, a procurement operation, which is our GPO, and of course, most importantly, insurance, which ties it all together. This is what makes it seamless integration. And as in our journey, the last couple of years, we've seen our margins improve. We have a slide on that. I'll also run you through some of the numbers. And here we are, just to give you a perspective of how do we stack up from a UAE perspective. We've got operations in the US, we've got operations in the UK, but most importantly, we are a homegrown Abu Dhabi-based and Abu Dhabi-listed entity. It's very important to sort of understand the level of scope of services that we have here. So our healthcare services that we are providing span primary, secondary, and tertiary care across 25 JCI-accredited hospitals. It's pretty unique. When it comes to critical care, be it burns, trauma, ICU, cancer, PureHealth is the #1 healthcare provider. In fact, more specifically, if you think about it in terms of oncology, 75% of all oncology cases are treated in one of the PureHealth facilities, be it in Abu Dhabi or in the Northern Emirates, which sort of gives you a sense of the scale and size that you do not see across any other player. I did say I would touch a little bit on insurance, and this is where it's worth noting again that when you start casting your eye across the wider ecosystem, what is it that if you're investing in PureHealth that you're really looking into? And this is what makes it a bit unique. I mean, Daman Healthcare Services Daman Insurance is a leading insurance provider in the UAE. It's got over 3 million customers, writes premiums, gross written premiums of over 5.5 billion, and processes 58 million claims. In addition, it's expanding its services remit to expand to other ancillary services beyond just health insurance. But if you think from a complete payer-provider platform, this is a unique integrated ecosystem in which a patient in the center gets access to healthcare services, insurance, diagnostics, pharmacy services, and of course, technology. That's what ties it all in together. In terms of numbers and moving on to financial results, we've had a pretty strong 9-month period, and we're looking at a very good quarter, so effectively aiming to close the year on a high. Our 9-month results have been a result of some transformation initiatives that we've undertaken, alongside consolidation of our acquisitions both here in the UAE as well as in the UK. Our 9-month revenues were almost 19 billion dirhams, EBITDA of 3 billion, which gives us around 16.5% EBITDA margin, and a net profit of 1.4 billion. We have a very strong and robust balance sheet, net cash position of 3x EBITDA, alongside total assets of 48 billion and equity of 19 billion. The business has very minimal bank debt, which was mainly undertaken at the beginning of the year for the purposes of acquisition of Circle Health. So I'm going to just sum it up. I've been pretty good with my time. I'm keeping an eye on the clock. I'm going to leave you with 6 points to consider when you think about PureHealth. And to me, these are the most important points as you consider PureHealth. 1, PureHealth is the only integrated payer-provider platform in the region, which benefits from significant synergies as well as operational efficiencies. 2, as I said earlier, a carefully curated set of companies which are well-positioned and benefit from demographic shifts, which include an aging population and lifestyle diseases. 3, a platform that benefits from increased margins and constantly strives towards ensuring there's healthcare technological innovation in those levels of services. 4, our tech offering is very strong, led by PureCS, which is our homegrown, wholly owned technology subsidiary. 5, our focus on growing the platform outside the GCC towards higher quality assets, which are bottom line accretive, as well as ensuring that there are good operational outcomes. And 6, the current management, which has an impeccable track record of delivering and achieving synergies. Thank you. I'll be around if there are any more questions.